In this video, I will power scale the Flying Six, the All-Stars, and predict the bounties. Let's start with Jack. He was introduced in chapter 746. He is the ruler of the Kuri region in Wano. He is a very powerful character, but despite that, it is implied that he is weaker than his fellow All-Stars Queen and King. While attempting to rescue Doflamingo, Jack fought 3 vice admirals, an admiral and a former fleet admiral. He somehow managed to sink 2 of the 4 battleships which were escorting Doflamingo. Ultimately he was defeated by the entire fleet. Still he managed to survive while only sustaining minor injuries. It was also confirmed in One Piece databook that Jack is a half fisherman. This gives him an advantage, because underwater he can survive even though he has a devil fruit. Jack fought equally with the 2 rulers of Mink tribe, Nekomamushi, and Inuarashi, for 5 days straight without any break. Inuarashi and Nekomamushi took turns every 12 hours. They were never able to suppress Jack. It was portrayed that he has tremendous durability, having survived the hit by Zunisha. He has a known bounty of 1 billion bellies. Power level 5000. X-Drake is the captain of Marine Secret Special Unit Sword, and also the captain of Drake Pirates, who defected from his position as a rear admiral to go undercover as a pirate. He had a known bounty of 222 million bellies, but after time skip nothing is known about his bounty. After time skip he joined the Animal Kingdom Pirates and became a headliner and one of the Flying Six. As a former high-ranking Marine officer, Drake has a deep understanding of the workings of the world government, and can use this knowledge to protect himself from danger and predict the movements of the Marines. Drake ate the Ruru no Mi model Allosaurus, an ancient Zoan-type devil fruit that gives him the ability to transform into an Allosaurus. I think Drake's power level is 4400. His bounty could be around 500 million bellies. Page 1 is a member of the Tobi Roppo. The duties of Tobi Roppo are to assassinate specific people that assault beast pirates or their associates, like Kyoshiro family, with an all-star dispatching them in the process. The group appears to be directly below the all-stars in terms of hierarchy, as implied by a conversation where they speculate about one of them being a possible successor to Calamity Queen. Just like X-Drake, Page also possesses an ancient Zoan type known as the Ruru no Mi model Spinosaurus. It gives him the ability to transform into Spinosaurus. This devil fruit is very good for combat. He possesses tremendous strength, particularly in his jaws and tail, which are capable of effortlessly destroying buildings. Page 1 and X-Drake were sent to the Flower Capital by Queen to kill a soba stand owner named Sangoro. Page 1 then went on a rampage, attacking soba stands in search of his target. Sanji eventually came and attacked him. In this battle Sanji used his raid suit. In the anime, Sanji fled as Page 1 was having an upper hand. He could have a bounty of around 340 million bellies, and his power level in my opinion is 4000. Queen is a very flamboyant man who likes to sing and dance. Being extremely dramatic, he tends to treat matters like he is in a show, as seen when he told Babanuki to make an official ranking of his issues. Queen's love for Oshiruko is so immense, that he is willing to fight the Yonko Big Mom to prevent her from stealing his Oshiruko. Queen is loyal to his general, as he attacked Big Mom for invading Wano. Queen has a rivalry with his fellow All-Star, King, as they both didn't hesitate to insult one another in front of their subordinates. However, they both share a mutual disdain toward their other fellow All-Star, Jack. Queen has genuine respect for Luffy for his strength and reputation as a member of the worst generation, as he repeatedly tried to convince Luffy to join the Beast Pirates, and will personally ask his captain to pardon him for his crimes if he does, despite Luffy's openly rebellious attitude towards Kaido and his crew. Queen was impressed that Luffy was able to use Haoshoku Haki. Queen is a highly skilled craftsman noted to have a particular interest in the creation of both mechanical weapons and viruses. Queen has the strength to stop a punch from Luffy with only one hand and then toss Luffy away, though these actions were done with his artificial arm. He has very fast reflexes, as he was able to catch a punch from Luffy before it could hit him. He also has tremendous durability, as he took a violent beating from the Yonko Big Mom and was able to remain conscious and stand back up on his feet only moments afterward. He ate the Ruru no Mi Brachiosaurus. During a battle with Kazuki Oden and the 9 Red Scabbards 20 years ago, he was seen using a seemingly poison-coated club. He has a known bounty of 1.32 billion bellies. His power level should be around 5,800. Ulti is a headliner and one of the Tobi Roppo of the Beast's pirates. Ulti seems to have a short temper and a tendency to become annoyed easily. She regularly threatens violence against people who annoy her, doing this to Queen for insulting the Tobi Roppo. She also seems to be rather rude herself, even to her superior, Kaido, questioning his reasoning for calling him to the fire festival to the shock of the rest of the Tobi Roppo. As a headliner in the Beast's pirates, Ulti holds a high position in her crew and has authority over the lower-ranking members, and as a member of the Tobi Roppo, she also is among the strongest headliners, with only Kaido and the All-Stars ranking above her. We don't know much about her as she was recently introduced in the manga. Bounty 400 million. Power level of 4,000. Black Maria is a headliner and one of the Tobi Roppo of the Beast's pirates. She is a giant and I think that she is powerful. Black Maria and the other Tobi Roppo members arrived at Onigashima during the Fire Festival. Kaido had him brought into his fortress, and as they waited to meet with him, Black Maria enjoyed watching Ulti become confrontational with anyone who annoyed her. I think her power level is around 4,300. Bounty 420 million. King the Conflagration is an all-star of Beast Pirates and the closest to Kaido. He is a part of an unknown race. Like Queen, King is extremely rude and critical of his crewmates, constantly deriding Queen and especially Jack for their accomplishments. King kept Big Mom and her children out of Wano country by knocking their ship into the ocean. He was surprised that she survived. Big Mom offered him to join Big Mom Pirates but he bluntly refused. What if Big Mom marries King after all this? King ate the Ruru no Mi model Pteranodon, an ancient Zoan devil fruit that allows him to transform into a hybrid and full Pteranodon at will. This fruit gives him the ability to fly and in his full beast form, he can perform extremely powerful attacks from mid-air, such as when he casually knocked back the Queen Mama Chanter, one of the largest ships seen so far, with enough force to throw off Big Mom herself. I don't think he is much stronger than Queen but still he should have a slightly higher bounty than Queen. When Ulti wished death on Queen, who quickly brought up the question of which Tobi Roppo would be promoted to an all-star to succeed him. Unlike a majority of his crewmates, who refers to Queen without any sort of honorific, denoting a sense of disregard for his authority. He seems to heavily respect Kaido, becoming serious and shocked along with his peers when Ulti spoke rudely about the boss. I think his bounty should be 500 million. Power level 4,400. Sasaki appears to have a cold sense of humor, as he mockingly discouraged both X-Drake and Page 1 from pursuing advancement in the crew, calling the latter dead weight. He seems to heavily respect and fear Kaido, as he looked forward to receiving a request from him. I think he is the strongest in Tobi Roppo. Power level 4,450. Bounty 510 million.
Qué no sé,